excited. And then there were so many articles being like, the queer storyline.
There's like fan art. They was making it seem like this about to be like L Word of the 19th century.
We are ladies in waiting for lesbians. Hi, my name is Sharia.
I'm Aria.
And this is The Strap Down. The Strap Down is a black queer femme podcast.
Hosted by two black queer femme comedians.
Where we talk about black queer femme stuff.
Comedically.
Yes, this is a special strap down. We're strapping you down Bridgerton style, right? We giving you that Regency era strap, right? That wooden stuff. Made of pure ivory.
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
We're going to be very prim, very proper.
With our titties out.
Yes. Members of society.
We are ladies of the ton. Bring out the gay ladies.
We are your ladies in waiting for strap.
That's right. We are here. Yes. Oh, we have been ladies in waiting for...
about 4 episodes.
Yeah, for 4 episodes. Okay, wait. So we should break this down. Yes. Let's break it down why we're talking about Bridgerton. All right. So I'm not a Bridgerton girly. Mm-hmm. I know quite a few Bridgerton girlies. I too have bisexual friends. So I do know people who are fans of Bridgerton. But I was never one of those. But then I just started seeing all these articles about the black lesbian that's going to be on Bridgerton. That there's going to be a storyline, a queer a storyline at the ton with a beautiful black lesbian. So I saw some articles, I saw some pictures, and I saw this beautiful woman. Yes. And I was like, my black girl Bechdel test, right? I got so excited. And then there were so many articles being like, the queer storyline.
There's like fan art coming out. There's all these little like snippets and all of this stuff coming out about like, oh my gosh, finally getting a queer storyline on Bridgerton. I'm set. I'm ready. And I was someone who was watching Bridgerton. Oh. So I saw it being set up kind of towards the end of season 3. Yeah. And I was like, wait a minute. Are they about to do what I think they about to do?
Right?
And then I saw all of the like articles confirming it, and I was like, let's go.
The creators confirmed it. Shonda confirmed it.
I was like, Shonda, you might have redeemed yourself because I've been beefing with her ever since I read that book, but that's another story for another day. Okay. I'm not a fan of Year of Yes, but whatever. Yes. I was like, maybe this could sway me back.
I see, this could sway me. I was like, oh, this is all I've ever wanted. Because, I'm a Jane Austen girly. I'm a Bronte girly. Emily and Charlotte.
Yes.
I'm with all of them.
Because as you're watching, like, for someone who's been watching it, I was like, thinking in my head of, like, who's the gay character gonna be? Because I know it's coming. They already kind of unleashed the bisexual brother, Benedict on us. There was a couple of characters where I'm like, a couple of these little sisters that I'm like, she don't want no man. She's not.
Eloise,
I
was like, that's a dyke. Like, that's a dyke. So like, I thought that was the dyke.
Season 1. Yes. Like, no. When her mom was like, oh, you need to go out in society and find a husband, she was like, I don't want a man. Yeah. Why would I want a man? Yeah. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, well, duh. Cool. Let's all right, bet.
Let's get into it.
And then after season 3, they introduce like Francesca or whatever, and
she marries John.
And then they introduce Michaela,
John's cousin,
and I was like, wait a minute, what is this tension I'm seeing?
Right? Yeah. Okay, because the whole thing with Francesca is that she wasn't feeling that little, she wasn't feeling that,
yes,
for John, who is very good looking man.
Yeah, and in season 3, they kind of like, looking back at season 3, they did kind of allude, like, their relationship was a bit unusual. Yeah. So, like, when he would call on her and, like, come over, they would just be setting their... just like this.
Yes, because she didn't kiss him until the wedding, right?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't kiss him until the wedding. This is based on me reading the Bridgerton.
And this is based on my poor memory and this long-ass gap between seasons.
Exactly.
So if we're wrong, put it in the comments. Be like, actually, this is what happened.
Yes, please let us know.
So, yeah. So it was kind of known from the beginning that, like, her reasonings for choosing this guy were kind of like, it was like an interesting relationship. And people were like, what you're it doesn't look like a typical relationship, and their family was like, are you sure? And they were, she was like, well, like,
Yeah, because on Bridgerton, like, yes, the relationships have to be, like, socially stratified. It's all, marriage is all for, like, social stratification, but also they must be passionately in love and fingering in the middle of the woods or whatever.
They're the only couple that really doesn't get that, like, electricity. Like, when you see the first season, it may start as,
Nicola
like...
Coughlin's thick ass with her mans or whatever. Damn. God damn. God bless. God bless. I'm never going back to white women, but Nicola Coughlin, you can hit me up.
So immediately her relationship with John was like different from all the other ones that we've seen featured, and then that kind of had my little like ding 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 ding.
Yep, because there was all this. Yep, there was this stuff about like how she wasn't feeling that big spark. She was expecting, when people described love, especially like Nicola Coughlin's character would describe love and the and romance and chemistry. She wasn't feeling that, and she wasn't getting that spark. She wasn't getting that where she can't talk or whatever. And then they get married, and she doesn't feel that, but she loves him. Yeah. And he's good to her, and they're good to each other. And they do seem like they have...
This is our type of love.
Yes.
This is our version. Yes. This is our relationship.
And it's warm, and it's sweet, and it's loving, and it's comforting.
And it's fine if people on the outside don't understand it and get it, but, like,
it's ours.
It's ours.
And it's real.
Yes.
And then... after they get married, she meets his cousin, Michaela. Beautiful. And off rip, Francesca is like, and Michaela is gonna go with her and the whole crew to Scotland, right? Yeah, they're a MAGA Aloof 2014. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. So they're all going to Scotland together, and that's how season 3 ends.
Season 3,
And so I saw that clip all over. You desperate gay. Desperate, finally representation, Lord God. So I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna watch season 4. Yeah. I got you, and we're gonna review season 4. We're gonna get at least 4 episodes out of it.
We still waiting. They ain't even sniff each other, baby.
Right? We are ladies in waiting for lesbians. Waiting and waiting. I know you don't watch The Simpsons because your mama said it's from the devil, but there's a whole Simpsons joke of like, when do we get to the fireworks factory? That was me this whole season watching it. I kept, because like, so Bridgerton works where it's like one season is dedicated to one character, and one couple. Yeah. One couple getting together.
And they kind of made it seem like they were going to be that one couple. That's what, at least that was what I was hoping. Was that they were going to be that couple.
But then they announced that Benedict would be the next thing.
Yes, Benedict. And so even with Benedict at first, I was like, wait, this could be kind of spicy and kind of cute too, because he's bisexual or pansexual or however he identifies. And then I found out it's like
it's a girl. It's a Cinderella story.
It's a Cinderella story.
With Yedin Ha, who is adorable. She's acting her ass off. She's very cute.
Great story.
It's a great story, whatever. They not bumping, so I wasn't interested. And
I just wanted to know. I was like, how far deep are they going to go into the Cinderella story? Like, is the stepmom? Are their eyes gonna get
girl? They
out?
Plagiarized.
At the end, like, are they? If you gonna commit.
Get the feet, get the toes cut off.
Like,
let's do.
That's what I was waiting to see.
So they really.
That. I understand race doesn't really exist in Bridgerton,
I know.
But like, come on.
And the way he was like, I wonder if it's that girl. You think it's that girl? You think it's that Mexican man? You think that's it? Because she was wearing one little mask over her eyes. Yes. He can't tell who he was talking to. Girl, for real? For real. How drunk were you? Anyway.
Gotta be. And so that was tearing me up.
That was it. Whatever.
Okay. It's a show. It's a show.
Yeah, it's a lot of Bridgerton is like pure fantasy. Yeah. Like history.
And then even for the party, like Eloise walks in with her like Joan of Arc costume. Yes. I'm like, she's right there.
Yeah, you know who that is, right? Yeah. Like that's her. Mm-hmm. Like it was kind of crazy.
It was like, so.
And the little sister snuck in and nobody knew it was her. And I was like, that's the same bitch I was just looking at. Right. Y'all can't tell?
Right. Like, and then she runs into her stepmom, another Asian family, and be like, oh, that's another Asian.
And
I already have my 2 here. It ain't that many in Bridgerton.
I know.
Oh, whatever.
I know, but
whatever.
You know what?
It's
we can't say all that about that and then talk about Brandy Cinderella, where Bernadette Peters looking at Brandy and being like, "Didn't I pay for them braids?" Like, at ye olde braid shop. So anyway,
why are you putting this glass slipper on this white woman?
There's no way you think it's the same.
Whatever.
But anyway, so that was their primary story. But even when they have primary storylines, there's other things bubbling up in the background.
Yeah.
So I didn't think they would right off rip start with Francesca and Michaela. I thought that they would have the shit going on in the background.
Yeah, I thought they would at least be in the same country.
Oh my God. I thought they'd be on screen together every once in a while.
No.
Okay, so when they released this stuff and confirmed that there would be a queer storyline, whoo, there was backlash. Woo, you was mad. The straight women were mad, which I didn't even know straight women watch Bridgerton. I thought this was only for bisexuals. So the straight women were pissed because the books, do you read the books?
No. No.
Yeah, no.
I don't.
If you're going to read something that enriches your life.
Yeah.
But, no, I'm kidding, I'm sorry. No, don't be mad. Don't be mad, Bridgerton bitches.
Weren't they mad because Michaela was Michael in the book?
In the books, and Michaela was Michael.
They did a Hedda.
And they swapped it. They gender swapped it and they race swapped it. But, like, you know what I mean? They were pissed. People sent messages like, why are you doing this to us? I ain't got nothing against the bumpers. But, like, I'm not trying to see this. Like, they was mad as hell. And I have to say, I bet a lot of it is, A, because Francesca is so femme. Mm-hmm. She's very, very femme. And B, because they felt like it undercut the love story between John and Francesca. That's what I was reading. The whole thing, I mean, okay, I'm going to spoil the books. Should I spoil the books?
Sure.
All right. If you don't want the book spoiled, skip to this. Okay, so I'm going to spoil the books. We're spoiling it right now. So, in the books, John and Francesca have a beautiful, loving relationship. Mm-hmm. John dies of high blood pressure or something, and then Michael and Francesca get together, and that's their love or whatever, right?
Oh, okay.
That's the storyline of there, and so they love that storyline, and they feel like if if Francesca's actually a lesbian, it really, really undercuts her love story with John. That's what they say. Mm. I think the real issue is, if I'm going to be really real, I think a lot of these white bitches are mad that there's a beautiful black woman on screen that they have to be next to, and they're not trying to feel that. I don't know. That's part of I think that's part of it for me.
See, I thought John was gay too.
You did?
Yeah. He was on my list of Bridgerton characters that should probably be gay, because I thought
Lavender wedding.
I was like, Lavender. That kind of makes sense of why their relationship kind of works. I know it's not like so identical to like the time or whatever. A husband wouldn't put up with like their wife not kind of being like,
exactly.
You know, so I assumed that's where this was going.
Okay.
Where they're both in a marriage together. Mm-hmm. You know, I thought it was going to be like a Lavender marriage type of situation.
You're like, you know what the deal is. I'll be out getting, you be out getting. Guess we both.
Right. That's where I thought this was heading.
Yeah, I see.
I was really excited for that.
I personally think not to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to be like in your business or whatever, put your business on Front Street. But I thought this was a beautiful example of a lesbian in a loving, beautiful relationship with a man that may not give her all of the sparks and fireworks that she's looking for, but he is a man that she can trust, that is comforting to her. Like, and that's what you see in season 4.
Yeah.
Like, sexually, there's a whole storyline of her not reaching her pinnacle, getting her, and so she's like, how do you get your, what's a, you know what I mean? And then she fakes it. And he's like,
you don't have to do that.
You ain't got to do all that.
Yeah.
Like, whatever we do, like, it's just like the ideal speech that you want from a partner to feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
Right? And I still think that can be a beautiful love story. Mm-hmm. If the love story is that you are a lesbian who finds a man because of society's pressures to find a husband, especially in the Regency era, if you do that and you find a great man and a loving man and you have a loving, beautiful, fulfilling relationship in many ways, but just one piece of yourself is missing, and you find that in his cousin, like she wouldn't have found love with Michaela, I'm assuming if Netflix don't out, like I'm assuming they will, but like the love that she found with him builds her up enough to find the love that she finds with Michaela, which is when she's coming to herself.
Yeah, and that's fine if you want to put
that's it. Yeah.
Because that is what I saw when I was watching that. I was like, this feels familiar.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's that, like, you're doing what you feel as society, as what your family and pressures of, like, marriage, and, like, I'm supposed to be, like, so passionately, like, physically with my husband, like, I'm supposed to give you children, and this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is what it's supposed to feel like, because I'm watching my sisters and brothers everything, just like in carriages and stuff like that.
Yes.
I don't feel that. And especially this scene when they're when she's like, I don't know what's wrong with me, like that just kind of like like hit me so hard, because that was something that I said to myself when I was in a marriage of, like, you know, like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I be intimate with my husband who has done nothing wrong, is such a great person, but like I just can't physically, my body just won't allow me to
respond in the way that you're being told that
I should. It's a really lonely feeling, and you do feel a lot of guilt. You feel a lot of guilt of, like, you know, what is wrong with me, and you feel a lot of guilt for the other person, because you're like, you don't deserve this.
Yes,
and you deserve to be loved in a way that you want to be loved, and for whatever reason, I'm not sure, I can't give that to you. And so, like, I felt that a lot in that moment, and his response being like, you know, it's okay, there's nothing wrong with you, like, that is beautiful.
Yes,
that is very, very beautiful. And I was like, in that moment, I'm like, why have we only been able to see 3 minutes of this story this season? Because that is a beautiful thing that I'm sure so many women are probably going through. And I say women, but also probably men who are also going through as well. You know? And so
this is why I was like, y'all flipping out over this as though the marriage between John and Francesca is invalid. Because she's queer is silly to me. Y'all are being silly people. Y'all are silly. Stop being dumb. Like, that is a very real thing that happens to particularly queer women who do not get to see themselves, like, the whole point of Bridgerton being multicultural without actually, like, doing any kind of historical, like, because there were people of color in the Regency era in England that, like, y'all at, like, triangle trade is whatever. And so, like, but the point of that is that they get to see themselves represented in the media that they've consumed, right? You read all the Jane Austen books, but there was no, you know what I mean? And finally, Shonda gave you that. And so this is like, they even said that. They were like, we want to give representation to queer women who want to see themselves reflected in this. And you hoes got really mad about it or whatever.
And it's crazy to watch.
And it's like, this what you got mad about?
And it's crazy to watch something like Bridgerton by Shonda Rhimes, who is, like, known for, like, being, like, inclusive and being an ally and, like, an advocate for that, and including, like, different types of characters, like different races of characters, including queer people in her work as just, like, regular people. You know what I'm saying?
And she's very intentional about doing that.
And being very intentional, and you're complaining about it. So it's like you're watching something and not really knowing, like, whose art you're actually watching, and then complaining about it. You sound stupid.
Yeah, you missed the point of so much of it.
Yeah,
you sound stupid.
Like, how are you complaining about representation and inclusivity
in the representation inclusivity show?
Go watch something else.
Yes, exactly. Or just read your little book. Read your book. And read plenty of books where there are white women falling in love with white men and everything's gravy. Like, that's what you want. There's so much media.
There's so many shows.
So we're like, okay, finally we're gonna get a lesbian storyline. Now, the episodes get released in 2-part chunks. The first part, 4 episodes. And in those 4 episodes, How long is my good sis Michaela on screen?
I don't even know if she getting credits for this.
Yeah. She don't even know streaming checks. God damn.
I don't know if SAG is gonna count this.
She in part 2 because she need insurance. Her insurance gonna lapse. Are you kidding me?
No.
Lord Jesus. Okay, so they come back from Scotland. No mention of Michaela. No, unless I missed it. Was there a mention of Michaela?
He says something like, I noticed that you and Michaela kind of avoided each other.
He did,
something.
okay.
You know, so they did mention her,
Okay.
but they don't really say, like, what happened.
Okay.
While they were in Scotland.
All right.
I like to imagine it was just some type of queer freak fest.
Yes.
Because they got Michaela and Francesca. They got our girl Eloise over there. John. Like, I just imagine, like, it was just, like, a beautiful, just, like, free love.
Like with them Harlem flat parties.
Yes.
Renaissance.
Yes. That's what I imagine was going down in Scotland.
Okay.
And unless y'all want to show the backstory of what happened, like y'all want to do like a limited series like y'all did with like the Queen and her background, that's what I'm going to say is happening.
Yes, okay.
They was bumping and it was just like a great time.
Okay. I'm so glad you mentioned the Queen because I don't watch Bridgerton. I heard about it or whatever. But when I started watching, I was like, is Lady Danbury a stud? Like, you know what I'm saying? Lady Danbury had her soft mask Regency era look. She was looking like she was looking like Loretta Devine when she played the stud on Being Mary Jane. And their relationship was giving soft mask and her high maintenance femme. Like, that's what it was giving. This relationship. Like, she wanted to leave. She was like, hey, it's been good chilling with you, but I miss my home. I just want to go home. And she was like, no, you're not going nowhere.
Sharia texted me like, yo, the Queen and Lady Danbury, they bumping.
That's what I was like,
They should have been, but no.
They should have been. Yeah. They have... a little bit chemistry.
They do have chemistry. They kind of like bonded a bit as they were younger with their like arranged marriages and
she was
stuff.
Like, it has been the pleasure of my life. I was like, damn, all right. What's going on with them?
They both had some like kind of experiences and
shared
some trauma when it
okay.
comes to like their marriages and stuff.
She was her lady in waiting.
She was her lady in waiting because
and now she ain't no lady no more. She grown ass woman.
She waiting to get out now.
That's right. That's right.
But I think they would have. I would have loved.
I think that would have been a great.
Like even if it wasn't them two, I would have loved that Lady Danbury was kind of like the OG kind of wise older lesbian of Bridgerton.
Why put her in them fits if you aren't gonna commit? Like they had old girl with the cane, looking smooth with the hats, like come on. She was looking like a Dapper Q show. It was
like rich gay auntie vibes.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
That would have been. I would love to see like Bridgerton just like reimagined where like everything's good. We not going to acknowledge race, homosexuality, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I want to see two dukes strolling down the street together, arm in arm.
Yeah,
and
if
nobody
we're not
cares.
acknowledging race, why don't we not acknowledge sexuality? That's another thing. A lot of the comments were like, how can there be a lesbian relationship at the Regency era? And it's like, that's an Asian household full of... where they don't like it's just, there is a black queen of England. There is a black queen of white supremacy. Yeah. You know that.
Like, let's just throw out all the rules. I would love to see that. Lady Whistledown would be so much more lit if it was like, all right, we got Benedict Bridgerton. We trying to decide like, okay, is he gonna take a wife or a husband?
Ooh, I love
They would fly off the shelf.
Yes, I don't necessarily think, because have you read or seen Fingersmith?
No. Sounds freaky.
It is freaky. This is like Victorian era lesbian, they were romance books, real sexy romance books, and then there was a limited series, like a BBC limited series, and they keep it pretty historically accurate, relatively historically accurate, and it actually adds to the level of yearning, to the desire. Like, I think you like don't necessarily need to like remove the historical context to make it hot lesbian bodice ripping sex. Like, I think you can still do it. So I don't know what y'all are talking. Y'all not making any sense, and I think you really just need to like think about why you're really upset about this. Is it because it's your favorite storyline and for some reason if it's a woman it's worse? Or is it because you resent having to see yourself in a character who is femme presenting and soft and feminine and da-da-da-da, and also is into women? Black women and a beautiful dark-skinned black woman with natural hair.
And whoever's drawing them fanfics.
Who's drawing them?
I don't know who they are.
Oh.
But I was telling you about this.
The
and it
fan
was
art. Oh, you did,
fan
yes.
art where they're drawing Michaela larger than Francesca.
Interesting.
When their actual height difference is Francesca's actually the taller one.
Yeah.
And so I don't know why y'all like to do this. I think I know why.
I mean, I was going to say, I can give you some books on why they like to do that.
And y'all like to do this. Y'all did the same thing with Glinda.
Yes.
And,
Elphaba.
Elphaba.
Yes, Cynthia Erivo. They turned her into a big old... She's shorter. Like, she's like...
Every time y'all would draw them, y'all put her character in pantsuits and not dresses that she actually wears in the movie.
I'm not necessarily mad at it, but I do notice that there is an attempt to masculinize Michaela a little bit, like in the way that she's presented. Yes, my carriage man is and I'm not mad at that, but I think there is something to be said for having this very, very high femme character and this high femme actress. Let's just be real. Love her down. She's so gorgeous. But she ain't really giving trade like she thinks she is.
I give it trade.
She's not giving trade like she thinks she is. But like this is a very feminine woman. And I can see that they're trying to like, you know what I mean? Mask her up a little bit. And I'm not necessarily mad at it, but there is a pattern of when we see black lesbians portrayed in media, particularly when they're in relationships with white women, the black lesbian is
always more
masculine. Always.
Even though she got her titties pushed up too.
And also, like, I'm sorry, like, she's just a girl. Sorry. If they wanted her to be masculine, they should have hired somebody masculine.
Get Brorilla.
Yes, Shonda, call Brorilla. It's time for Brorilla to enter the Bridgerton universe. Let's make these real mad.
Just keep every season. I just wanted to get more and more representation.
Yes, just piss them off.
Just piss them off.
So here's my question to you, because all right, so I don't know how they film or shoot or plan or whatever, but they revealed that thing at the end of season 3, which was in 1995, and so they revealed that at the end of season 3.
Still had rights back then.
That's right.
It's been so long.
It's been so long since we had rights.
4 episodes, whatever.
No.
Anyway.
So they have the thing at the end of season 3. There's this big to-do, and then there's a backlash. And the backlash is also happening at the same time of this, like, fascist takeover. And so many shows, like, they canceled the Tiana show. They canceled their anti-black thing with black women, especially queer black women. They getting that out of there.
Yeah.
And so then we have this break and we come back expecting some seeds planted, and we're not really
pulled it back because of
That's my theory. I wonder if they pulled it back because of the backlash. If one of the big bosses was like, "We trying to buy Paramount or whatever," and they was like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm wondering if there were some political machinations in the background that prevented us from seeing something in the first part of the episode. Do you think we will get it in the second part, or do you think they will scrap it or change it completely?
I feel like we'll get it in. I'm hoping that
Me too.
We'll get it in the second half.
Yes.
Because of how they're still promoting it or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but listen, Queerty and all these them and all these gay magazines are like, They will praise them for, they were like, look at the lesbian, I saw some article, it was like the top 10 lesbian things that happened in season 4 of Bridgerton, and one of them was that Eloise got a bob. I'm like, what? This is the thing. You lesbians gotta stop being happy with scraps. Yeah. Stop celebrating scraps.
Because I was gonna say, if they don't, I hope y'all would get in the ass about it.
There's gonna be one long lingering look and they'll be like, we're fed forever.
No, it's not. I say wrap it up. Because if you're gonna do a show like this that is like going to be so representative of like all these different, you know, they had like the white girl and like the black guy and like the first season, they had the South Asian storyline in the second season. They had, I forgot who
they got Nicola Coughlan, so they had a thick one.
Yeah,
they had a
they had her
thick one. Now they got
and
an
I
Asian,
think,
East
if I'm
Asian
not
one.
mistaken, in season 3 was also when they introduced like the brother into the little throuple thing that they had going on.
There was a throuple?
Yeah.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're gonna do it, do it. If
why
you're gonna do it, do it.
So why is this one the most controversial? They had a throuple and people wasn't complaining, but they put one black dyke on it.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Shonda, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, if y'all do out, then y'all should just wrap it up. Just wrap the show up. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What is your prediction? Best case scenario prediction for part 2.
I hope they wrap up this Cinderella storyline because
God.
I don't understand what's left. I don't understand what's left.
I think she got to get her money back because it seemed like she used to have money, and the stepmother did. The stepmother, who is 4 years older,
and moving in next door or like whatever. Yeah,
she's moving.
She got to do that, and then she finally has to tell this like, hey, you know,
it's me.
Here's my other glove.
Yes.
Like, go through her. I don't understand.
But I do feel like they did some dirty stuff to Sophie to take her fortune because they remember
they messed up the will. She like tampered with the will. And stuff.
I think so. Or she lied to her and actually Sophie owns that, or there's some stipulation where Sophie got to live in the house in order for them to
get
keep
the
it
money
or whatever.
something.
Because why are they leaving the house?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why they left the house?
Yeah.
And B, why did they keep her in the house to just treat her like a maid this whole time? You know what I mean?
Something has to be.
I feel like there's some of that. But anyway, wrap this shit up.
Just wrap it up. We don't care. I that is a good point about like maybe they possibly scrapped some stuff, but I don't know because Michaela's ass been in Scotland up until about 15 minutes until the episode 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And we get one shot of her taking off her hood, looking gorgeous.
Looking good.
Looking gorgeous.
And like Francesca's like gagged or like whatever.
Yeah.
So
But it's like we just saw that last season.
Yeah.
We literally they
literally did the same exact thing.
Thank you.
I hope they break up.
You hope John and Francesca break up?
No. Francesca and Michaela.
Oh.
And then Michaela and Eloise.
Yes. Yes. And then Michaela can have a real daddy. Their relationship can have a daddy because Eloise is...
Put her through the mattress.
That's right.
And a Joan of Arc wig.
Eloise is gonna strap that strap up with like they do with the corsets.
Put her foot in her back.
That's right. That's what I want. That's what I want. I thought for a second that Eloise was supposed to be the gay one for a bit. Yeah. And I kept paying attention to her.
I want Michaela to get the love that she deserves as well.
I do.
You know, I don't want her settling to be, you know,
the second best.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or just some yearning and just goes back to Scotland alone.
Oh God. I think they might do that actually.
I would love for that to happen.
You know why I think they might do that? Because like Shonda and them was like, trust us.
Yeah.
To those and I was like, what do you mean by that?
And then when they go back to Scotland, they can get rid of
yes.
You know, now we don't have to deal with the lesbians no more. We can get back to this heterosexual.
Yeah, I think so.
You know,
my hope is that there's been some like sexy bubbling in Scotland that they'll flash back to or something. And then we'll see them like there's heat, there's yearning. All I need is yearning. Yeah. And then, you know, John dies or he get his because of the sugars or whatever. They have a big mama your arm moment.
And I thought I read something about there's being something with like her infertility or something being a thing too. Yes. So I mean, who knows?
Who knows? But I swear to God, if y'all play me in this hoe, I'm coming. Shonda, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Y'all did all this yapping and talking and ga about the gay, and I watched. And where was it? Where was it?
They were on screen for 90 seconds.
Like, truly, they were never on screen together the first one. So the next part will be 4 episodes as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It should be. I think it should be 4 episodes.
Okay, watch them cut it to 2.
They better be prominent.
That's right.
In there, because it's only so much you can do with Cinderella.
It's
only so much, and the whole maid wars thing. I also
they scrapped that right off rip.
I was like,
what?
I was really, it kind of like me up because I was like, I don't know if we've ever seen so much of like the
downstairs
side. It kind of reminded me of, do you watch The Gilded Age?
Oh, I don't. I keep telling myself I'm gonna watch
That's what it kind of reminded me to the point I was getting storylines of The Gilded Age mixed up with Bridgerton. Because
do you like Gilded Age?
I do like it.
It passes my black girl back.
I was about to say it. I meant to tell you it will pass yours.
Yes.
So
I have been wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe there'll be like a crossover episode.
Yeah. And then Michaela and the sexy black girl from the Gilded Age, they get together and they start making out. Yeah. And then you can have Francesca back.
Yes. Y'all can have Bridgerton. We'll go to HBO.
Where
they do real sex
That's
scenes.
right. That's right. The Bridgerton sex scenes, I'd be like, I know it's musty under there.
It's just a lot of breathing, finger sucking.
Quick. Yep, finger sucking, breathing, and then out.
Pushed up titties. That's it.
I do like the pushed up titties of the Regency era. I do appreciate that. Thank you for keeping that real. Some of the dresses are legitimately Regency era, and then the rest of them are like fantasy nonsense. So I like it.
Mm-hmm.
No. This is what I'm hoping, and I hope that we have something to actually bring you a proper review and recap for the next one.
Yes. Because if not, we're gonna get real disrespectful for this next one.
Absolutely. Shonda gonna come to my house and fight me.
I'll jump. I'll help you do.
That's right. Rhymes. I will jump her just with the unfulfilled lesbian yearning.
Yes.
That's in my fist.
Because we already gonna talk about this interracial obsession, but that is another thing.
That's another thing. I really hope that it gives me exactly what I want, and I hope it pisses you hoes off, and I hope it gives all the queer publications that gave this damn season so much free publicity get vindicated and not embarrassed.
And I was gonna say, and if they don't deliver, I hope y'all all you queer people are just as loud with all these publications, with Shonda, Netflix, or whatever, and y'all call them out.
Yes. That's what I wanted from, if we had gotten that from all the articles that I read that were like, oh, top 10 queer, I think I would have gone into it better prepared.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sad. It's kind of sad. It's like, y'all really just like table scraps.
They was making it seem like this about to be like L word of the 19th century.
That's what they say.
So I was like, all right, it's time now. I was like, oh, Francesca. Oh, she gone. Never mind.
That's literally me watching the show.
What you mean, Michaela back in Scotland? Okay. Are you going to go back? Whatever. Anyway.
I was expecting flashbacks. I was expecting, yes, I was especially like the moments when she was in bed and she's like, I'm expecting flashbacks of her thinking of Michaela and starting to get excited and then having it like the reality burst.
And that's how she gets her pinnacle.
Boom, boom.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Damn.
Whatever. If y'all need some writers, we here.
They don't hire writers anymore, but we are here.
Consultants.
You can pay us like really slave wages. I'm telling you.
Honestly,
I'll tell you.
I'll do it for a meal.
Yes, we'll do it for a stipend. Give us a per diem. That's right. They ain't got no groceries in here. We eating ketchup sandwiches on the floor with Gorilla and Gorilla.
I'm about to hit up my drug dealing cousin and be like, yo, send me some money. So, Netflix, Shonda,
Bob Netflix, I need you on your.
Don't make me come down to Shonda Land.
Don't make me come down to Shonda Land. Don't make me have to hem up Bob Netflix. Okay.
We're going to show up with some baseball bats strapped up.
That's right. Anyway, this has been our little Bridgerton season 4 review recap discussion. Part 1 discussion. Part 2 should be out by tomorrow.
Yes.
By the time this airs, it'll be the next day when part 2 is out. So we'll see.
Yes.
You let us know.
Yes.
You let us know. We wrong? I hope we wrong.
Let us know your thoughts.
Let us know your thoughts.
If you watch season 4, okay.
Right? Are you a gay lady of the ton? And you would like to, tell us what did we miss? Because honestly, I was skipping past a lot of the Sophie stuff.
Yeah. We're fine. Like I said, you've read and seen Cinderella multiple times.
Exactly. I know this story.
Yeah. So let us know your thoughts. We'll be back once they drop part 2
to either complain or tell Shonda we are sorry.
Yeah. No problem apologizing.
I have no problem apologizing as long as I get what I want. So
better make it good.
Make it hot. I want yearning. And also check out Fingersmith. If you are watching this because you were also expecting some hot, bodice ripping lesbian action, check out Fingersmith. It's from a long, long time ago, but it still hits.
Yes.
Still hits. Anyway, this has been the Strap Down special Bridgerton episode.
We gotta come up with a name for this series. We like names.
I like the idea of Regency era strap.
I'm talking about like a review series.
You know that stuff that does the strap on history.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Right?
I know what you're talking about. But no, I mean a lot of people found us through our ultimatum reviews.
Yes.
So we need to
Yes.
when we want to review more stuff because there's supposed to be some more queer Sapphic stuff that's supposed to be dropping. So allegedly, we got plenty of stuff we could possibly complain about this year.
Yes, we have plenty to complain about. If you have something that we could review and enjoy, please do. Maybe we'll do like The Comic Shop or something cute like that.
The Comic Shop?
That web series. It's got black lesbian elements.
So you're talking about the name.
Yeah.
No. We're all about branding here at the
right.
Strap Down.
That's right.
If you got a name
for our Bridgerton reviews or whatever.
Bridgerton reviews or just reviews or if we do TVs or movies. Yep. Strap and chill.
So, strap and chill. I love this. I love Strap Down and Chill.
Strap Down and Chill.
Strap Down and Chill. So please join us for another Strap Down and Chill. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit our Patreon. Stay healthy, stay well, stay gay, and most importantly, stay strapped. Bye.